Hello, everyone. This is our first podcast ever. This is not something we were planning for a long time. The idea of this podcast just came up recently to our minds, and we just ended up here recording our first podcast ever. And my name is Natalia. I'm from Scandinavia, and this podcast gonna tell us about our life, our personalities, our background, and our thoughts in general. And here is my partner.
Hey, my name is Lisa. Hello, everybody. I live in the Baltic countries. And yeah, this kind of idea of creating a podcast was really, really spontaneous. We just want to try our best in something new. So we decided to stick to something like unimaginable. And podcast is like something I never did in my life. I presume Natalia as well. So here
Same here.
So here we are, and let's start today with something of called fear. Fear in something, fear in anything, and fear in everything.
Yes, today we wanna discuss the topic which is connected to the fear in a sense, and we're gonna discuss why it's so hard to start something new. And what does it include, and what fears and maybe some challenges you can face when you're trying something new. I can start with the first one. I think when we're thinking about starting something new, the first what comes to our mind is fear. Fear of judgment, fear of expectations. We starting to think what people are gonna think about us, that they're gonna judge us, how we're gonna look like, and and maybe what people's expectations are. I can personally relate to this one because I tried to start my blogger career, let's call it like that, for a while, for many years. And now, just a week ago, I started again. And I face this fear of judgment every day, like literally on a daily basis. I think every day, like what people are gonna think about me, what will happen if my friends gonna come across my account on Instagram or TikTok, and what they're gonna think. But at the same time, I'm kind of I'm having or I would say I'm setting a really high expectations to myself. I'm so I'm seeing every day these successful pictures on Instagram, these million views, million followers, and that is why my expectations are so high. Uh, I don't know. Do you have any ideas on that, Lisa, and how to work with that?
I don't know, I may comment on your last section of your speech. It's like about Instagram. If you want to relax a bit, you can just delete Instagram. That's precisely what I did last week. I just deleted everything that could remind me how unfamous I am. And it gave me a bit of relaxation. And the moment I felt I'm ready to come back, I just downloaded it and understood that nothing changed. And it doesn't really matter if someone judges you, you're still alive. If someone doesn't judge you, you're still alive. Like, people don't actually care what you're doing in this life. People do care only about their lives. So, yeah, I never felt the need to be famous. But in this kind of case, if I wanted to be a blogger or some media person, I would just accept the fact that it's not even easy to be such a person. But yeah, that's my point of view here.
Yeah, I think that's really good point that no one actually cares about you. And this is the thing we should always remind ourselves that like literally no one cares. like what you post, how you look, what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's your life. Uh, it's all about you and what makes you happy. But also, um, recently I was like thinking about how much support I get from my family and friends. Like I'm literally so lucky to have like my family and friends like by my side. They like you are always there for me. So using this podcast, I'm saying thank you to all my friends for supporting me. Like I got so many messages from my friends like in past few days. They're supporting me. They like every single idea I get. They just support me. So I would say here to everyone that uh, try to get these supportive people around you. Like try to make this supportive environment around you, like your family, your friends, your closest ones. Uh, I think it's really important, especially at the beginning. And I would also add here that if someone of your family member or some of your friends for some reason not that supportive as you are expecting them to be, that's all right. Just remember that people are different and some people can be not that supportive as others. So just take it as it is and try to find some other people. Try to find the people who shares the same values as you, and I'm sure you will find people who will support you.
That's kind of amazing point. Like the last you mentioned, especially, I'm concentrating that some people just don't know how to support. It's not like in their, I don't know, nature,
Mm-hmm.
or it doesn't mean they don't care about you or they don't love you. They just don't know how to do it, or they never had this like character trait. So here,
Exactly. Yeah.
here I think we can somehow lead to our second topic of this podcast. It's also including this spectrum of, a lack of support and expectations of other people, which we are like having, even though, as we mentioned, people don't care at all. It's a perfectionism. So this topic, it's like a pain in one place, especially for me. Um, yeah, I was always stabbing across it when I was a child, when I was in my middle school, when I was in high school, because everyone around me required me to be the best. In my home country, the biggest grade is 10, and when I brought 7 or 8, my mother always told me, you could do better, what other people received. I don't care actually what they received. So, it's kind of a contradictory point of view, but she still used it on me. And I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand. I just should have been perfect. I should have been better. I should have been stronger and other, I don't know, aspects on it. Same came with my sports. I was playing volleyball for a long time. And only at the age of 23, I realized that volleyball is not the best. It's not like about how good your team is, but about how many mistakes you're making. And it doesn't define actually how good you're playing. The only thing that defines you is how less of mistakes you're making than another team. Everyone is making mistakes, and volleyball showed it to me. So now I'm kind of accepting it in my daily life. Who doesn't make mistake, he's simply not the best. Even the best Formula One driver, he can just spin on the track. He can just lose it here. And it's still okay. If he's gonna dominate next time, he's still the best. He made this mistake. His fans are gonna judge him, but nothing actually happened. The best example for me is Max Verstappen. He's always going for the best ground. He's always stands for himself and he actually doesn't care about any other opinion. So he's kind of a fan for me in this case because that is something I want to learn in my daily life. It's coming like calm, it's coming in a quiet pace, but I'm following it and I think it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be how I imagine it to be soon.
I think it's like one point you told about like making mistakes. I would add here that I personally think that someone who doesn't make mistake, they simply don't learn anything new. Do
Yeah, exactly. That's what I also think. Like, if you never fail, you think you're the best one. You're the best one. You can mock everyone.
yeah,
You want. You can never learn from this. And this kind of people, usually they're like the stupidest I ever met. But on the other hand, they feel the happiest because they never care about any other opinion. They already
yeah.
know they're the best. So that's also kind of, who win. But no one actually tell them that they're stupid. Oh, sorry. They're actually told they're doing like stupid things, but they just don't care.
But what do you think? It is possible to learn only on the others' mistakes, or is it necessary to make your own mistakes as well? Or can I simply learn only on others' mistake? What do you think?
100%, I think you should come through by yourself because
Yeah.
if you see that your friend or even your partner, your parents are doing something stupid and you think, how could he possibly do it? I would never. Believe me, the destiny will show you otherwise and the same situation will happen. I heard millions of stories when someone broke their leg, like, when it's very, very slippery outside, and someone would tell, how could he fall here? It's literally a plain ground. In 2 months, he would end up in the same position.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think our brain our brain can like remember others' mistakes, but I think when we do mistakes ourselves, we somehow like remember it better. Let's say it that way.
Yeah, because we are actually feeling what happened. When we only see this perspective from another person, we don't live through these emotions. We don't
Yeah,
live through the situation. We don't get any troubles. But when we actually do it ourselves, it's a different one.
agree. Agree on that for sure.
Have you ever
S-
felt
yeah.
that you should be perfect?
Yes, every time, especially when I start something new, uh, every time I think that I should make it like the best possible way. Like I should make it the perfect from the first time. But then I think like how I can make the perfect from the first try if I have never tried that. And I think through trying, we can see the room for improvement.
The growth.
Like yeah, the growth, exactly. So I think only by doing you can learn something. Only like as they
By
say,
trying,
like
attempting, repeating, rehearsing,
yeah,
you can reach something.
yeah, like they say, you can learn talking just by talking. Like there is no other way. Like you can learn like talking on a different language just by talking and using that every day on a daily basis. So I think it's always better to do like let's say to make it like for a 3 out of 5 then like always like trying to do like that 5 out of 5.
Mhm.
Like if we're trying to do the best way possible, there is a big chance we're not gonna do that at all.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
that's for sure.
um have you like also one question related
Mhm.
related to that perfect I'm sorry, perfectionism topic. Sorry, my English.
Yeah, it's fine. Go on.
I forgot what I wanted to say now.
Well, at least you remember how to pronounce perfectionism.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was about to ask that. Um, do you have an example of the thing you really want to try, or like you wanted to try in the past, but you haven't like started it because you wanted it to be like perfect? You couldn't just accept some version of that. You just needed like the best version of something.
Yeah, I think it was like a programming language, SQL,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of overlooked on it, how it looks
Yeah.
like, what people are doing there, but I never got to the beginning and to the deeper learning because I wanted the best results the very next day. I was like, why it takes so long? I want it the next day, so
Yeah.
probably I'm gonna put it like for the better times, and still these better times they're coming and coming, and I don't actually realize these times are already there. I need to act now, I need to learn now, and I need to pay this subscription. Anyway, yeah, it's programming, and since AI is very, very popular nowadays,
Yeah.
every video, every podcast, every film, you're hearing a word AI at least 5 times, 5 times in 20 minutes period. So I wanted also to try to program using AI or to train your AI
Mm-hmm.
the way it's doing. So yeah, it's related to my self-development, the things I'm postponing because I want to be the best one on the next day.
On the next day, yeah, I get it.
Next day, or even in the next months. And I don't realize that the perfection comes with a growth, with small steps. It's like losing the weight, also the second topic.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
always want to lose the weight in a month. And you see some influencers showing that they lost some weight. They ate like 1020, 12, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
1200,
that's all right. Yeah, I
1200
get you.
calories per day, and they trained like 4 or 5 times a week, and you're doing the same, but you reach only -1 kilogram per 2 weeks. The things they never mentioned, they used some Ozempic or any other preparate to boost this losing weight.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think social media also influences the way we perceive things.
Yeah, this is actually our like third point, that why it's so hard to start doing something new. It's because we are always comparing ourselves to others, and the biggest impact the social media gives us, or like the social media have the biggest impact. Every day we're looking at these fitness models, uh, the I don't know, the most educated people, the people who like who knows I don't know, 7 languages, who are polyglots or whatever. But I would say here to everyone that we need to remember that they like their life is built around that. Like
Mhm.
if we're talking for example, let's take a fitness model as an example, or like fitness coach who is selling, for example, their diet courses or workout courses, and they show how they lost, I don't know, 10 kilograms by doing simply like four workouts in a week. Sounds so simple, but let's remember that all their life is built around that. Like
Yes,
we
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
we are, yeah.
So you can continue. Sorry, it's my reaction
Yeah,
here.
like, yeah, my point was, I'm like coming to conclusion, but my point was that we are going to our 9 to 5 job, and this is the same what they are doing to be that fit. Like, it's their job. I'm sure they're going to the fitness gym like many times per week. They're controlling their diet. They're controlling what they eat. All their life is built around that. And it's just not possible with our schedule. Like, this is something I'm doing myself. I'm every day comparing myself to some fitness model. But then I'm like, Natalia, come on. Like, you cannot build all your life around only workouts and food. You have many other
I
things
can
to do.
around. I can.
I mean, we can, yeah, but we need like go to job, get money. I don't know. We have our hobbies. We need money for hobbies. Like, it's not our full-time job. I mean, we can get there, but yeah, I don't know. So my main point was that we need to remember that it is not our full-time job. And with our routine, we cannot look the same because our routine really differs from their routine.
Yeah, I
Does that happen to you? Are you comparing yourself to some, I don't know, Instagram models, let's say?
I agree 100%. Sometimes I just look in the mirror and I want to close it with some curtain and never look back because
Oh,
just a moment ago I scrolled some very pretty girl who lives in her 20s, who is happily married, who is skinny, and I'm not gonna lie, I become actually jealous because it's something I could never get in my life. And yep, it kind of hurts. So that's like another good reasoning for deleting Instagram. You just
oh,
dissociate from this perfect life and you start to look only at yourself and what you did 1 year ago and how it differentiates today. And if you feel that you had some growth, you're doing your best. You just need to accept this fact that you are the better version of yourself compared to previous times. You should not compare yourself
exactly.
to some, I don't know, Irina Shayk, let's say, and think you're gonna be the same way because she also has her struggles. She also has her
Of
troubles.
course.
She is forced to eat less. She wants to enjoy this milkshake, but she's not allowed to. I'm not gonna get into details, but I presume that
Exactly.
modeling is very hard. Same comes with professional sports. If you want to be a professional, grow these muscles, you need to live in a gym. You just need this discipline. I don't know how to pronounce this word.
Native English part 2.
Yeah, kind of these things. You need to live there. And when you are working, it is merely possible to attend a gym at least 4 times per week. You need to be crazy about it, not have any personal life, any personal hobbies, and to concentrate yourself only on the gym and on the work. My advice from my side, you can still select this way of living, but don't forget to explore other spheres of your life because you will be not an interesting person. I'm sorry to say that. If you're better educated, you still have less time for workouts because you want to improve yourself actually in learning something new. I met a lot of
Yeah,
I met a lot of people who are kind of working and going to the gym. I'm asking them, do you travel? Have you seen these amazing mountains on Madeira? And they're
yeah.
Madeira? Where is that? And I'm feeling like, are you kidding? But of course, he knows how to develop your biceps, how to develop your triceps, what to eat for a better muscle growth. Some details I just don't know because it is not something I would prioritize in my personal day. So you see,
That's really great point. That's really great point. I can relate on that. I think it's more important to like educate yourself in different fields. Like it's so important to, like, if you don't have, like, if you cannot afford traveling, that's all right. But there is so many books, there is so many videos, there is so many like autobiographies about different like people. There is so many things to learn. And I think, of course, if you're a professional fitness trainer, it's important to build your life around that. But please do not look at that and remember that they, like, everyone shows only a small percentage of their life on Instagram. Like, I also noticed, like, when I started like blogging, I see like like I see this percentage that only small parts of my life comes to Instagram. And like I live better life, more like more fulfilled life outside of Instagram. It's so different. And I want to like support here you and tell you that we are really good as we are, and we're just perfect, and we need to remember that we never know what is happening behind the scenes, basically, let's say. Like when they're showing this like happy marriage and everything, we don't know what actually happens in their relationship. We never know, because it's only 1% of their life they're showing there. Like, people will never share the negative side of their life. They will never share the failures. They only want to share the best like events happening in their life. And we just need to remember that. And we need to remember that we are ideal as we are. I'm sorry. As we are.
I agree with you. I totally agree with this point. And it's kind of leading to our fourth topic we would like to discuss, because some people actually regret not starting something. Have you
Yeah,
ever
pretty often.
regretted not starting something because you feared that you're gonna be compared to these models that you're like not doing enough,
Yes, of course.
or to
I
bloggers,
think,
to blog?
yeah, for example, blogging, or also, like, for example, my tennis competitions. I play like tennis, not on professional level, but I used to play like more professionally when I was younger. So I'm always like regretting that I didn't feel maybe that confident going out there and like showing myself. I was always like, I don't know, struggling. And maybe it's related more to comparing to others and perfectionism, but somehow maybe it's related also here. Like, I mean, regretting, I think it's a bad thing, regretting. I think we still need to focus always like on the future and like on improving our future, not looking like back. But I think I'm regretting. I have like two things coming now to my mind: that I didn't start my blog earlier, and the second thing that I felt insecure on some tournaments or in some trainings, or like felt insecure getting there, like out on the tennis court, let's say. How about you?
Um, the biggest problem for me is I'm a part-time full job employee, and
Mm-hmm.
part-time I'm overthinker. So every time I'm thinking about doing something very brave, like for example, go on a date with this guy, I already plan in
Yeah.
advance every possible way how it can destroy my mental state, and I just never do it.
Mm,
And I think so many good opportunities have been missed just because I thought of something that would potentially come up in the future,
yeah,
but
like
in fact,
theoretically.
theoretically, it will be disaster. It will be the worst ever idea. It would be the
Yeah.
worst ever date. And I would like ignore for the rest of his days and for the my days. But in half year always comes the realization, why did I say no? I mean, my life would be different today and maybe tomorrow, but still, not any date killed anyone. You know, no one died from going out.
Maybe someone did, but
It's
no.
controversial. We are not raising topic of
Yeah,
raping here, but it's
I'm
like
sorry.
no one died yet. No one died from being scared to go somewhere,
Yeah.
but still he felt pretty brave. I mean, all my friends, they're saying that I'm really a brave person because I moved to another country. I built here my hobbies. I built my social circle. I found a good paid job, well paid job. Yep, but my friends are missing the point that I'm scared in some other aspects. Like, I'm not afraid to tell some random guy at a bar that he was liked by my friend. But if it comes to me, I'm just feared to be judged. It's reversing to the topic we discussed in the first one, because
Yeah.
I sometimes care so much about my social status here that I forget that there are some things that I want. And like 1 year ago, I thought there are things that I want and there are things that I need. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw that things that I need are the better things.
Hmm. What do
Today,
you mean? What do you mean? Can you give some example?
um, yep, sure. Uh, like, for example, I really want to hold on. I want to give like a very, very good example.
Yeah, take your time.
Yep. So let's just take an example of a simple one. Here's the water,
Yeah.
and it's not carbonated. I know it's gonna be good for me, but I want a carbonated one because
Okay.
I know that I'm gonna enjoy it more. I'm a fan of
Yeah.
all carbonated drinks. I'm a fan of soda, which is carbonated. I'm not a fan of juice.
I know that energy drinks,
And
Red
energy
Bull.
drinks, exactly. And someone tells me, can you please take kombucha instead of Red Bull because it's better for your health and it's actually something that you need. And Red Bull, something that I actually want, it's not
Okay.
meant for you. It's not meant for you because it's bad for you. And I want this concept to get rooted in my mind.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
The things that I want is actually what I need. What I need to try to explore, because if I will always choose which is right for me, if I'm gonna choose what is right for me, but not something I'm enjoying, I would be unhappy. I know
Yeah.
there's like a good saying in Russian, if you get patient with it enough, you will love it. I don't want it.
Yeah. But
I don't want it. No, sorry, I don't want it. I want to select something I want, not something that other people told me it is better for you. Choose this one because it is something you need. No.
but do you think that there can be some kind of balance between these things you want and you need?
For
Maybe the
this,
balance would be ideal?
I think there can be. um, I think a balance can be found in this situation, but for this, you need time to evaluate and to understand
Yeah.
internally. Because sometimes I feel like the opinion of my friends and my family are influencing me too much.
I
Like,
get it.
for example, it's better not to do it. It's better not to go to the training today because you are on your period. And I'm like, yeah, kind of it's bad for my health. So today I'm just gonna stay at home. And then I'm just like, why did I skip? Just because someone told me it's bad for my,
Yeah.
but I wanted to go to this training.
But yeah, you decide. You
Yes,
you
we
can go if
decide.
you feel like that.
I'm so dependent on the opinion of my friends because I believe they want the best for me.
I understand.
So, yeah, that is something I want to change. And yeah,
I,
it's like a reply to the question, have you ever regretted something not doing?
Mhm.
Yes, I regret a lot of things not doing because of a fear from friends' side.
I see.
Something I don't understand and I don't realize is that my friend never judged me. It is me who is judging myself. Why?
Yeah,
They-
that's the point.
It's like me who is judging myself. And this me who is judging myself, it's my friends kind of who's judging me. They don't. They just
I get
accept the
it.
way I am. If they don't accept me the way I am, they're like not my friends anymore. I don't
For
want to
sure.
live by their
Yeah,
standards. I don't want to live by their standards, by the way they think about it.
for sure. I think the friendship kind of like is built on the common like values, but they are not built on the decisions you make at
Yes.
the end. Yeah, because of course I can tell you like anything from my perspective, but we are still like different people where we have different personalities. We have like, I don't know, different ways of thinking. And we should remember that uh, like my background maybe not like applicable to your like situation you are going through right now. So uh yeah, I would say that's, I don't know, I would always like support your any decision. I think like there should be like the same like shared values, but at the end you make your decisions. You always can come for and ask for any advice. You can listen that, but I think you can always like make your own decision. Like you can do what you do.
Yes. Do whatever you want. So
So this is advice for everyone. Do whatever you want.
actually do whatever you want. Because no one died from this. No one died from doing what you want. You want to text this guy? Text him. You want
Yeah.
to hang out with your friend today on Tuesday evening? You can do it. You
You want to
want
try a
to.
new hobby? Go for it. You want to try a new language? Go for it. That like doesn't matter. Like, will you continue that? Like, will you take the second class? It doesn't matter. Just go for first class. You never know if you like that or not if you don't take the first class. If you don't do the
Yes.
first step, like just go for that.
If you want to buy this ticket for an airplane tomorrow, do it.
Yeah,
Costs
just
like
go ahead.
it costs 20 euros. I mean, for European countries.
Yeah, depends where you're living. If you are living like in Scandinavia, mm, it might be a bit more expensive, but we're gonna discuss it later, I
But
think,
you
one
still
day.
can do it. That's the point. You still can do it.
Yeah, like, uh, I would say here like that I was really nervous before recording this podcast. You can see how I'm like moving and shaking all the time because I'm really like really like excited at the same time and a bit stressed at the same time. I was like I told Lisa before we started this podcast that I was just literally sitting here on this chair for 1 hour before recording because I was just like preparing. I was thinking like what I'm gonna say, like how I'm gonna say that, how I'm gonna look like, and all these things I was just overthinking. But at the end, like we just need to go for it for that. And I'm so excited with that you like that like you are doing that with me. I feel like so excited, like really.
I'm
Too
also
many
so
emotions.
I'm also so happy to be here with you today and other times. I'm also going to be there for you and for myself as well because it is something I want.
So our podcast, the episode first coming to an end. So to sum up everything what we have discussed, I want to say like one thing. I think we saw it. I think probably everyone saw it on Instagram recently. This quote or this point tells that um, only successful people like will support you, or maybe let me try to explain it in other way, that only people who didn't succeed anything gonna judge you. Like successful people will never judge you. Successful people will always support you because they know how hard it is to start something new. uh, I'm sure they start, like all successful people, they started like many times. They got like they failed many times. They started again many times. So remember that only negative people, only people who didn't achieve in this life anything, only they can judge you. And please do not take it seriously. But on the other hand, successful people will always be there for you. And the real friends, the real family, your closest ones, they will always be there for you. Do you have something to add here? Add here, sorry.
I'm absolutely agreeing on every point you mentioned. Don't be feared to be judged for something. Don't be feared to be told that you're doing some cringe things. Only successful people, only people who see a potential in you will support you every step you're making, and of course your friends and families. But as we mentioned before, some people just don't know what support looks like. So just accept it and, I don't know, get along with other people. There are so many of them.
Yes.
And successful people will always be there for you. If you need
Yes.
some advice, some piece of information, we understand that people may be different. Some people can be superstars and don't want to talk to you or support you because they think they're the best. But our advice, don't speak with them. You just see it instantly if the person is bad for you.
Yeah, and you will, at the same time, you will feel these real people. You will feel this, like friendly people and supportive and maybe. Yeah, I was about to say the same. Yes, that like least maybe listen like to yourself, and that's the way how you're gonna find your friends, the best ones. So just to end up this podcast again, I would say that if you're listening this one and if you listen this podcast till the end, if you're hearing that, that's definitely a sign for you to start doing something you never tried before. Like something you were thinking about for a long time and you didn't try it for some reason, so please just go and do that. If you don't have anyone to join you, just go alone. You can do that.
Yep. Thank you so much for being here with us, and we hope to see you on the next podcast from both of us.
Yes, see you in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.